say, Chai is correct, we are getting hot man with this one. And hello everybody, and welcome to today's Hyperfixation stream. We are getting hot man today. I can say that I think we're getting hot man today. I'm very excited. We're getting 2 amazing Julien Bam videos today. That's also a point. We're getting SANDMANN, we're getting SANDMANN, we're getting hot man, we're getting all the mans today. I'm really excited. We have, I think, the longest JCU video that is the first one we're going to watch, and one of the shorter ones, which is the SANDMANN spin-off. We're going to be watching The Man in the Moon, Act 5, and the SANDMANN spin-off today. 2 amazing videos, I can say this. They are amazing. I love them. I love them from the bottom of my heart. Act 5 is my favorite video out of the entire show. And the SANDMANN is also really, really far up there. They are so good. I love them. I'm very excited to watch them. I have taken a look into the behind the scenes earlier before stream. Because I wanted to get a little bit back into it. I haven't seen those in a bit, so I want to have another look into them for a second to remember some of the more details. I remember the stream of the Hyperfixation stream series that is before the official end of the Julien Bam channel and the entirety of the series. No! Hello. This is the last Hyperfixation stream before the official end. The Act 6 was released on Freeway on Saturday the 1st. I wasn't here on Saturday the 1st. I watched it the day after. Goodness gracious, Act 6 is such a wild thing. But this Saturday there's the official release, and with that, the end of the JCU and the Julien Bam channel, which is really sad. I will miss it. I enjoy these streams a lot. After this one, there's going to be probably 2 more streams. Act 6, which is going to be as soon as I can. It's not going to be in 2 weeks. I'm not here in 2 weeks. So it's not going to be in 2 weeks, but it's going to be soon after. And then there's another stream I have planned already, where we're going to go over some other things and do some silly stuff. And that's going to mark the end of the Julien Bam Hyperfixation series. I might talk about other shows at some point in video format or in stream format, whatever I feel like. But it's going to mark the end of the Julien Bam series, at least the main series. Very, very sad and very excited about that. I'm really happy about being able to share this. It's great. But because Act 6 has been released and we're going to be watching it at some point, it's going to be 3 weeks probably. I wrote down a few theories before I started watching Act 6 for that specific reason, so we could talk about them today after watching Act 5 and the SANDMANN. And I have some other things written down about general things that we're talking about them before we go into Act 6 next time. And I think today is... Okay, 2 weeks ago we watched The Tooth Fairy and Act 4. Those are 2 really good videos. I love them. I love the Tooth Fairy one so much, from the bottom of my heart. Such a good one. I think the only one, Act 4 is also really far on top of the list, but I think Act 5 is the only one that I think is better than the Tooth Fairy one. I have a list, so I can check. I can check the rating. This sounds really wrong. I have my rating. I have my favorite ones written down. Just as I have my favorite characters written down. Whoopsie. Yeah, Act 5 is the only one that's better, in my opinion, than the Tooth Fairy. So this is... I love the Tooth Fairy, but this one is amazing. And it's so good. And I think it's the longest one as well. No, it's not actually. It's a decently timed one. It's about 40 minutes. just a bit longer than most of them, but not that long. But I'm really excited about it. There's a lot of good songs in this one as well, and I'm super excited with the story. And then we have the SANDMANN, which is an amazing spin-off, and there went so much love into that one, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, here we have Act 5, The Man in the Moon, Act 5. We're going to go in. It has a what happened last, so yeah.
Was bisher geschah.
Der Flauschball ist voll OP, vielleicht kann er uns helfen.
It might be too loud again. I'm putting it a bit down, so if I can talk a little bit over it, not putting it too far down, don't worry. If it's too loud, just let me know. If it's too quiet, tell me, because it looks really loud to me. Yeah, it looks still a little bit loud to me, so I'm putting it a bit further down. Just let me know.
Ich nenn dich Muff.
Die Anomalien reagieren hier noch stärker.
Eine Nachricht von Lieutenant Rose.
Snaggets lässt die ANUS in ein Schlachtschiff umbauen.
Love them so much.
Ich brauche nur eine Armee. Eine Armee.
Okay, good.
Danke fürs Gucken.
That's good.
Julia? Baby Rose? Ist es wirklich?
Vielleicht kann
Yes.
uns mal ein Freeze-Strahler helfen.
So excited.
Wow, ein
Und
eingefrorenes
ist Mammut.
Ein fliegender Ausländer! Das Hotel der Zahnfee. Pete hat uns hier hingeführt. Aber hier ist eine Art Schutzschild. Eindringlinge?
Bringt sie zu unserem Boss?
Oh, eine Idee. Wer stelle mich denn jetzt in meiner Zentrale?
That is, by the way, a reference to Montana Black. Just saying, because I obviously know what happens, but the way they did it was like teasing about Montana Black, which is like one of the biggest and richest German streamers. He does a lot of what's it called? Like gambling streams. He used to, at least. I don't know what he does nowadays, but that's the last thing I heard of him, and that's been like 4 years, so who knows. Hello, Transflag. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to chat. Welcome to stream. We're currently watching the JCU. I like yapping about it. There's subtitles. Really bad ones, but they exist. He did gambling streams. It's not my fault.
Anan, gib mal, ihr Penner.
Not the gambling, Chai, please. Not the gambling. I know Canon Chai loves doing gambling, but no gambling. Gambling is bad for you. It sucks all your money out of you.
Hi, ich bin der Julien und das ist John und wir sind...
Moin, moin, meine aktiven Freunde. Ich bin's, Montana White.
Achso.
Montana White.
Also ich...
Because not Montana Black, it's Montana White. Because it's not Montana Black. That's the
bin
reason.
Julien und das ist John und willkommen in Frieden.
Ah, Schmutz, Digga.
Bitte?
Nee, Digga, du hast doch noch ein bisschen Schmutz an der Wange.
Danke.
Na dann, erzählt mal, wer ihr seid.
Wir wollen die Zahnfee sehen und ihr das Zepter zurückgeben. Was habt ihr mit ihr gemacht, ihr
I
Scheiß?
want to see the Tooth Fairy too. I have a whole PNVTuber themed around the Tooth Fairy.
Oscar hat sie bestimmt geschickt, um uns zu töten, weil wir abtrünnig wurden.
Oh, Oscar ist also tot.
We love
Und du bist
Pete.
auch keine Maske mehr, Digga? Wir auch nicht. Ja, moin. Wollt ihr einen Gönnertee?
Ja, moin.
Schmeckt sehr lecker. Ein bisschen nach Tränen.
Bit like tears.
Kurs, Digga. Support ist kein Mord, Digga. Und du hilfst jetzt den beiden Marmelinghongs? Nur, dann haben wir nichts zu befürchten, Digga.
Doch, Digga, wir müssen uns beeilen. Der Mann im Mond ist hinter uns her und wir müssen sofort zur Zahnfee.
Ach, der Mann im Mond, der kommt hier eh nicht rein wegen diesem
You love tea.
Schmutzschild da draußen.
Ja, aber die Welt ist in Gefahr und nur die Zahnfee kann uns helfen.
Ruhig, Digga. Mach mal auf ganz entspannt, Rino. Die Kariesfee ist gar nicht hier.
Was? Ey, sag mir nicht, der ganze Weg hierhin war jetzt komplett umsonst.
Dieser Oscar,
I
der
love
Onkel
Pete.
Monte und seiner Crew damals gesagt, dass wir hier bleiben sollen. Aufpassen sollen, dass keine Typen kommen, die alles
Boykottieren, by the way.
Beute. Boah, Schmutz, Digga. Nee, der.
Boykottieren?
Boytokieren.
It is a really bad word. I will say that. Boykottieren is a really bad word. I hate it. But yeah, Pete in a camp. What will he do indeed?
Ja, Digga.
He's adorable. I love Pete.
Asthma?
Mit Raspberry Cheesecake Geschmack. Jedenfalls kam Oskar Schmoskar nie wieder zurück. Und jetzt wollen wir hier auch nicht mehr weg, Digga. Hier gibt's magische Kühlschränke, die sich saftig wieder auffüllen. Hochbetten, die singen. Deswegen hab ich und die Crew entschieden, dass wir hier das neue Buxtehude gründen.
Ah, okay, sehr interessant. Auch gar keine Zeit
Yeah, kind of.
für uns.
I am not sure if that's how you spell it.
Aber weißt du jetzt, wo wir die Zahnfee finden können?
Wir können euch nicht die Kariesfee befreien lassen. Dann würde sie uns ja rausschmeißen. Das geht natürlich gar nicht, Digga.
Befreien?
Diese Weinis hier scheinen echt gut zu ballern.
Yeah! They're silly!
Geschmeckt.
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't like Beinies? Beinies are great.
Oh mein Gott, ist das
That Monsieur Pete?
Hey, wo läufst du hin? Hab ich dich. Hab ich dich.
I'm talking about this in a second.
Wow. Monsieur Pete, jetzt in seinem ultimativen Monthly Dumply Dribbly Fluffy Trip. Jetzt auf eternalgod.de. Grab dir dein Pete für dein Zuhause. PS.
This, up until this point, was also in the original, in the Amazon version, and I watched this in the Amazon version first, and everybody I saw online afterwards was like, oh, this is just fake advertisement. It's not actually happening. They talked about it beforehand because obviously when they first introduced Pete, they just bought a random plushie and like used it, and with copyright and stuff, they can't do that, and so on. So they're never going to like publish that as much. And in the original version, that was literally like the trailer, and everybody was like, it's not real. It's just a joke. So they had to add onto that it isn't. Can it load, please? It's not a joke. They had to add on to that because nobody believed it. Pete was also sold out within hours. The second time he came online was also sold out in hours. I don't know if they do a third one. If they don't, I will cry. I wanted one. Wish for one.
Hey! Was machst du? Was? Chill. Mir war kalt. Und ich war vor dir wach.
I'm cold. I always freeze. Tend to be really cold.
Von dir geträumt.
Ui, schau mal. Saftig, knaftig, dieses Zepter.
Hey, stopp! Lass die Tasche in Ruhe! Nicht aufmachen, das ist gefährlich!
Mann, Maul jetzt, was soll schon drin sein? Ihr Tagebuch.
No, a face.
Oh, super, ihr Trottel. Jetzt weiß der Mann im Mund, wo wir stecken, ey. Toll gemacht, wirklich toll gemacht.
Fresse da hinten. Onkel Motte muss sich jetzt hier mal konzentrieren, Digga.
I either freeze or I'm sweating. There's no in between. I'm either freezing or sweating at all times. I'm either too hot or too cold. The very few times where I actually have like a decent body heat is if I'm literally like halfway laying in a cold, halfway laying in a warm. It is horrid. My fingers are also always cold. Nothing you can do about this. They are always freezing. My body does not know how to heat itself or something. I don't know. It's really bad at doing that, at least. It's not that much fun, I must say. But it's fine. It's fine enough. Yeah, I love blankets and plushies. I sleep with way too many of them. No, I sleep with 2 blankets. A cuddly one and just a heavy one. Because, wait. Sure. But yeah, I sleep very much like a burrito, kind of. I do completely encase myself. The only place where I'm not freezing or sweating is when I'm sleeping. Like when I'm trying to get to sleep when I'm sleepy. Then I tend to be more warm. Unless I'm completely like under my blanket, then I'm freezing. Completely idiotic. But that's just how it is. I hate it. But normal things or something. This is so cool. I still love like the whole thing of like opening the portals. Pretty, so cool.
Ui, Memo. Mich selbst, da muss ich nochmal hin.
Der Bohnensack! Kommst du an den Bohnensack ran?
Get the bean! Yeah, I have 2 blankets that are just on top of each other, and then I encase the plushies I cuddle with, or like I like to have in my bag. under my blanket and then pull the blanket as close to me as possible, except for in summer, because in summer I lay like halfway under my blankets, halfway out of my blankets, because I can't sleep otherwise. Which might be because, you know, I go to sleep at 5 a.m. So I go to sleep when it's getting warm again. So I tend to have the window open while I'm still at my desk over the night, and then close the window when I go to sleep so it doesn't heat up, but it's still not cooling down enough in the night to actually like make it cool.
Move my mic. Great.
There we go. I moved my mic and then my mic just stopped picking up. But yeah, I don't have a choice in summer. It just does it. It's either too hot or too cool for me at any given time. It's just how it is. Am I doing funny things? Yeah. Great. Looking. How's this? Is this better again? Did this fix it? Please, for the love of God. Now I'm going to jump something out of the window. I'm jumping something out of the window. I'm throwing something out of the window. Okay, good. But yeah, either freezing or sweating.
Wie denn? Das sind 10 Meter. Bist du dumm mit der Macht oder was? Ist ja okay, warte, ich versuch's.
Ist ja okay. Ich will...
Was im Bruder? Ja, so meine ich das auch nicht. Oh mein Gott, oh mein Gott. Ich hab die Macht. Ich hab die Macht. Warte, das stimmt nicht.
Keine Ahnung, wer ihr beiden seid oder was ihr mit den Bohnen vorhabt.
Minty!
Zahnfee zu retten. Mit eurem Mann, Frau oder was auch immer. Hier, kommt mit!
Da ist der Kellerhasse dran. Danke, Kellerhasse. Du hast uns gerade den Arsch gerettet.
Ich bin Minty, Patin als Beruf, Kellerasse als
Yeah.
Beruf. Ich hab alles
Kellerasseln
mitgehört. Freunde
in
meines
German.
Bosses sind auch meine Bosse.
Hast du was gehört? Ich auch nicht.
Ah, das ist aber auch ein gediegenes Plätzchen für euch. Und Abfahrt. Was denn das? Sind das Bohnen, Digga?
Ja, mit Blueberry-Blaubeeren-Geschmack. Dicker.
This is one of the best songs. This is literally one of the best songs. It is amazing. I showed this Scott Call once. I remember doing that. It's such a good song. Can you please continue? Ah, it can't, apparently. It doesn't like me. It doesn't like existence right now, I think. Doesn't like me. Come on. One would think I can stream without issues once. Good. I think it is back. It doesn't look like it's having issues right now, which is good. So, taking that.
PW Rexa? Och nö.
Also, it's been slightly lagging for me behind as well.
Ich reiß meine Fesseln heute auf. Heute Nacht gehen wir raus. Heute Nacht gehen wir raus. Haben Angst vor nichts, so als wenn wir im Rausch. Alle Türen stehen uns auf. Alle Türen stehen uns auf. Ich reiß meine Fesseln heute auf. Heute Nacht gehen wir raus. Heute Nacht gehen wir raus. Haben Angst vor
It is the song I showed. The best one. I'm not kidding, this is one of the best songs.
Schau in Gesichter, sie Fassaden wie ne Geisterstadt. Ihr tragt die Masken viel zu lange, setzt sie einfach ab. Wir feiern überall, ist egal welcher Breitengrad. Sie wollen uns einsperren, doch ich reiß meine Fesseln heute auf. Heute Nacht gehen wir raus, heute Nacht gehen wir raus. Haben Angst vor nichts, so als wenn wir im Rausch. Alle Türen stehen uns auf, alle Türen stehen uns auf.
The beans are very magical. And as we've seen, the beans can save somebody's life. They're literally stronger than ears, which very special. They can do a lot of things. I don't want to spoil, so I'm keeping to myself, but they are pretty powerful, basically. They can save you from a lot of things. Like death. We already saw him teleport out of a place. Out of prison. Okay, Oscar. The question is, are they stronger? Yes, no. Because the issue is, technically, yes. Because technically we see that Ju and John use them against ears. During Act 2? I think it's Act 2. Maybe it was Act 3. We saw them use it against ears, and ears could do nothing. But technically also no, I guess. Yeah, let's just turn all into Pretty Woman. We love Pretty Woman in this household. In every household we love Pretty Woman. So turn pretty. John makes such a pretty woman, I'm not kidding. Both Ju and John as women are like the most simped for characters because they look gorgeous. I'm sorry, they look gorgeous. It's true. Oh, that was lag.
Wo ist denn dieser Montana White hin? Den haben wir durch die Tür geschickt.
Hey, Montana White. Gab's da nicht noch diesen anderen Montana?
Wen?
Montana Black. This is Montana Black's streaming room, which is really iconic. It's not really used anymore. He said in the behind the scenes about that, but
Bruder. Lang nicht mehr gesehen, Digga.
that's Montana Black, by the way.
Digga.
Ja moin. Mit dem Zepter können wir also überall hin. Wir müssen uns nur auf die Zahnfee konzentrieren und dann sind wir schon bei ihr. Hier.
Warum ich denn jetzt schon wieder?
Mach du bitte, komm.
Warum? Nein!
Ja, du bist doch
Two
ein
Germans.
Fanboy und so weiter.
Ja moin.
Ja.
Ja moin. Ja moin. Ja moin. You say moin in the north of Germany. Hamburg, etc. It's a northern thing. It's nothing where I live, but it's a northern thing.
So ist gut.
Die Zahnfee
Sie
kommt
und holt die Zähne
nach.
nach. It's a good song.
Sehr richtig. Ich bin's, die legendäre Zahnfee.
Bist du nicht?
I can talk about this. There's cosplayers of the JCU, and there's a Tooth Fairy cosplayer that is like really, really loved within the fandom. They're really cool. I see them every now and then. Really cool person. Love them. They cosplay the Tooth Fairy, and they look so good doing it.
Du zweifelst an mir? Dann werde ich dich wohl verwandeln müssen mit meinem Original-Zahnfee-Stab.
Das Ding heißt Zepter und das haben wir.
Das reicht.
Also with a lot of realistic, like more realistic
Ich muss euch etwas behalten.
staffs, like
Ich bin
yeah.
gar nicht die wahre Zahnfee. Ich bin einfach irgendein Typ, der in andere Rollen schlüpft, um seine wahre Identität abzuschirmen.
I do that too.
Cringe, aber da hätten wir was für dich. Oder, John, bist du? Das sind immer so kurze Sätze. Komm.
Ja, okay. Also, wenn du deine
You
Identität
sense I was
abschirmen
sure.
möchtest, dann
Benutze einfach NordVPN, der beste aller VPNs. Er bietet einen erstklassigen Schutz und verschlüsselt deine Daten, sodass du im Internet privat bleiben kannst. Stimmt's schon?
Ja,
Das wollte ich auch gerade. Das NordVPN verwendet
Bon
übrigens sehr
Appetit.
fortschrittliche Verschlüsselungstechnologien, die es für Außenstehende praktisch unmöglich machen, deine Daten abzufangen oder zu entschlüsseln. Hammer! Und wie? NordVPN ist nämlich...
Fresse, ich will auch mal was sagen. NordVPN ist nämlich nicht nur schnell und sicher, sondern auch bezahlbar.
Der absolute Zahn.
It is, by the way.
Vor allem mit dem Code
nordvpn.com/julienbär, mit dem du ein besonderes Angebot auf dein 2-Jahres-Paket obendrauf erhältst, ganz ohne Risiko durch die 30-tägige Geld-Zurück-Garantie.
Actually, an apple day keeps everybody away and everything away as long as you throw it hard enough. You just have to throw the apple hard and then nothing will ever get to you again. I can say that. I nearly eat an apple a day, so I can relate. Just throw it. Sounds like it keeps everybody away. Maybe it
Ich hab da
does.
vielleicht was für euch. Eine Idee. Ihr beide und ich. Ein brutales Trio.
Nope.
John, du musst dich viel mehr konzentrieren.
Ja, wir müssen uns mehr vorstellen, wo die Zahnfee ist. Aber wo ist sie denn?
Wo ist sie? Wo würde sich eine Zahnfee verstecken, John?
The staff says I know.
Ich bin kein Fan.
My friend is an apple indeed.
Nutella und Erdnussbutter, das eine schließt das andere doch nicht aus.
Ach ja, so wie du deine Mom letztens ausgeschlossen hast.
Hä?
Ju?
That is such a cool picture. I'm sorry. That is such a cool picture.
Die Zahnfee.
I will never stop saying that.
Pete.
Oh, I'm going to cry soon. Sorry. I'm very aware of the scenes that are upcoming, obviously. And this is one of the saddest scenes.
Geschafft, John!
Hallo, Herr Zahnfee.
I don't want to cry about it again. Yeah, he got stuck on the rock.
Schon wieder.
Pete is good sometimes.
Oh, krass. Hallo, Herr Zahnfee.
Oh, Pips was
Ich
there.
hab die Zepter
But,
dabei.
you know.
Großer Fan, by the way.
Fips? Fips? Nee, John! Aber Sie können mich auch Fips nennen, wenn Sie wollen. Was haben Sie mit ihm gemacht?
Also,
I'm going to go bury myself. I still can't with that stupid line. Sorry. Basically translated, what Rune says is, Phipps, what did they do to you? Canonically, Rune was not aware that Phipps died before they got chained to that stone, which means they kind of just suspected that they failed, nobody else did. Obviously, they didn't. Phipps died. Nobody failed. That's my opinion, but they didn't know Phipps died. This is the first time they see Phipps again after fighting. And I'm not kidding. That is like the most saddest thing to say. Like just imagine looking at your siblings and realizing something happened to him and you couldn't stop it. And the way Rune says it is so sad. I'm sorry, I can't with the scene. I hope I cried about this when it came out. Chai might remember this. This has been like in October last year. But after I watched this in the Amazon preview, I talked with Chai about it, and I translated the scene specifically to Chai, and I was losing my mind already. This is still such a sad line. Because, okay, what it shows is that Rune does care. Because what we've seen up until this point is Rune doesn't care. Rune does not care about their brothers. And this is like the sentence where you notice that Rune cares. And maybe cares way too much. Because it's such a pain. Like, the pain in their voice. It's just like, ah! Sorry, I got off my chair for this. Also, yes, it's been, this came out in October. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been not stopping to talk about this since October either, probably. I was heartbroken about this scene. I was heartbroken about a lot of scenes, actually, in this one. I think that's why it's one of my, like, the favorite. Because I was so heartbroken about this entire act. The scene still takes me every single time. It sends me so far away. Aww. Okay, I'm fine. Trust, guys. I'm hydrating, and then we're continuing before I actually start crying, thinking more about it. That's not a good idea to do. I want to cry on stream. Get headaches from that. Not comfortable. Okay. Let's go. Let's continue.
Seitdem ich damals aus Nordkorea entfernt. So, was machst du da? Beeil dich! Nenn mich wie du willst. Ich will immer mal einen cooleren Namen haben. Sowas wie
Jimin. Schrecklich. I love Dark. Sorry, Dark and that one is so cool. I love him.
Du bist so sinnlos.
Don't call him
Oh, Scheiße.
unnecessary. He's not. So cool. They are so cool. We indeed. Also still questioning. Okay, this is the door Oscar also used, obviously. To originally like pull Dark in there, bring Dark there, and then bring the Tooth Fairy there. Why is the door still there? Why did nobody take the door with them? Actually, I figured out why that makes sense. Originally, Oscar obviously thought that Eos would come to Earth, give them a new world, and they would like live on. Obviously, the masks died on that island with Oscar, and because of that, Oscar said Eos had plans for Woon specifically, so it would make sense since Eos would have the staff, and if Oscar would have been alive, Oscar could have been like, "Hey, let me bring you there," and then like used the staff to bring Eos to Woon. So it does kind of make sense. Figured sense. So it would make sense to keep the door as well.
Rainer!
Julien?
Ja,
Wie kommst du hierher?
Er war so ein fliegender Ausländer mit Glatze und blauen Linien. Und dann bin ich einfach gerannt. Ich bin
Love
einfach
Rainer.
gerannt. Ich habe Angst, dass er mich verfolgt hat.
Der Mann im Mond.
Mark
Wir müssen
indeed.
hier weg. Danke
Bad
für deine Hilfe,
Fibs.
Rainer.
It's not nice.
Seid am rechten Ort. Um Himmels Willen.
Hey!
schnell. Sie ketten du nah.
Was will ihr überhaupt von mir?
Er will meine Tasche. Er will das Gesicht.
Gib's zu mir. Ich bin doch frei.
Throw it. Now, please. Sorry, I keep trying to keep myself back and then halfway spoiling things. That's also such a cool animatic.
Oh, scheiße, scheiße. Gib mir Karte.
Gone he is. To the people who know me, I have this scene as a GIF on Discord. I think I've sent that Shy 3 times or something, but I have that as a GIF on the thing on Discord because I'm sorry, but he slays. Also, Rune is my favorite character. Which, yeah, probably very obvious that Rune is my favorite character. And ironically, during Act 3, we first see the colors of, like, their powers, unless we had, like, obviously seen them before, but we first see that they all have different colors, which I never noticed before that one, actually. So after Act 4, when I started to make the whole presentation, I like looked at the colors, and the moment I realized Rune's color was purple, which I realized during rewatching of The Secret of the Tooth Fairy, I was so happy because Rune is my favorite character and purple is my favorite color. So fitting. So fitting. My favorite character with my favorite color. I take it. I love Rune. I wish I love Rune so much.
Und Juice aber weg. Rainer?
Juice verschwunden.
Hier entlang.
Aber was mit Joe? Wir müssen ihn zurückholen.
Slay.
Ja, zu Befehl, König.
Auftauen. Defrost.
Wow, der Klimawandel kommt immer schneller.
Was machen wir jetzt nur? Captain Jerky ist nicht zu erreichen, der Freeze-Strahler ist kaputt. Jetzt kann uns nur noch...
Wow.
Those were still really fun to see in behind the scenes.
Ein eingefrorenes Mammut habe ich mir aber anders vorgestellt.
Kleiner Junge, bitte hilf uns hier rauszukommen. Da direkt vor dir auf dem Control-Panel. Da kannst du die Kraftfelder ausschalten.
Der hier.
Das war der falsche.
Sorry.
Der auch nicht.
Der hier. Der.
Cool.
Der hier.
Gut gemacht, Kleiner. Wir müssen Snaggles aufhalten. Er will eure Bewohner alle zu Ratten verwandeln. Die Energieversorgung seiner Rattenkanonen lässt sich über den Maschinenraum ausschalten. Dort müssen wir hin. Und was machen wir mit den ganzen Wachen? Ich hätte da schon eine Idee.
No, don't round a woman. Julia's pretty.
Lieutenant Rose?
Sie ist ausgebrochen.
Hinterher! Stehen bleiben! Halt!
I think the fun fact about Julia's like characters is you have Julia and you have Miami Rose. And Miami Rose is like really tough, kind of no bullshit, always like in control of everything. While Julia is just like really, really bad at living, honestly. She's always like somewhere with her thoughts, not really like confident with it. Well, kind of confident, but she's just like without a clue in the world. Two very interesting characters. Also, ironically, you have like Miami Rose, who's like really confident and stuff, and you also have Captain Jerky, who also kind of is like this. I know everything. I'm in control and everything. Like he acts like he knows everything. He's in control. It's always him against the world. And then you have Ju, who's he knows what, like he tries his best and he acts confident, but in reality you see a lot of times that he doesn't actually know if he's doing the right thing and if he should be doing this at all and why it's him. And you see that a lot because during the campfire scene you see how he doesn't really know if he should actually like do, like give ears his face, not do it, listen to what everybody told him. After Ears revived John, he also has like this moment of like, I should give him his face back, but the flashbacks say I can't, and so on. You see throughout the whole thing. We don't talk about Act 6 in this household. And you obviously see like the difference of like the characters. Also, yes, it does. But we don't talk about Act 6 until we watched Act 6. Before that, I don't remember Act 6 happening. I do very much remember it, but it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened yet. Yeah, there's no Act 6 yet. Never heard of Act 6. For streamer friends, Oscar listened and watched me watch it. That was a special thing. Yeah, it took me a while. Can't comprehend it.
Hä? Das ist nicht Miami Rose. Die sieht völlig anders aus. Ab mit ihr ins
They
Gefängnis.
do look really different.
Ich habe eine Überraschung für euch. Und zwar jetzt.
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 Move. We love Move.
Gut gemacht, Muff.
That's lagging. Can it stop lagging, please? That would be great if it stopped lagging. I know what part is lagging. It's the software that gives you the subtitles. Can I restart the software and see if that fixes it? Because currently that is the reason it lags. Maybe.
Was zum Teufel? Wo bin ich hier?
An einem sicheren Ort.
In a safe place.
Wer bist du?
Also, the stranger still has a really cool
Retter.
costume.
Und was willst du von mir?
Ich will dasselbe wie du, Julien. Ich will den Mann im Mond aufhalten.
Aber ich muss John retten. Und Rainer. Ich muss hier raus.
I need to shut up about this scene because otherwise I will talk about things I'm not supposed to talk to her yet.
Bereits seit 1000 Jahren tot.
The Walking TMA reference.
Das beruhigt mich kein bisschen.
Das geht gleich vorbei. Zeitreisen sind sehr belastend für den Körper.
Ich muss hier weg.
One of the coolest places they've modeled. Sorry, it is. This is so cool. Like, it looks amazing. Yeah, we know nothing. We know nothing.
Das würde ich an deiner Stelle nicht anfassen.
Was ist das hier?
We are time
Anomalien
traveling.
sind gefährlich. Ich halte sie nur zu Forschungszwecken.
Hey.
Aus gutem Grund.
Bleib fern von mir. Was willst du?
Versuch dich loszureißen. Du schaffst das.
Okay. This song is the one that gets considered by fans to be very much about how Jewel actually feels about like ending everything. Not about ending everything, but about having to keep going about this for so long. Or keeping going. How he feels about it. It's the one song that talks actively about like the stress of things, kind of, and like finally being able to like stop and so on. So it's the song that's getting considered the most true to how he feels. Yeah, I would share more fun facts about that because I remember there's one video where Drew talked about like the end of a series, and he made a suicide joke doing that, and his friends were just like, "Nah, that's not happening." So this song gets considered as like the closest to how finally being able to end the series and the channel gets. It's a good song. Chat, I need to write into my document about this song for a second. Because I just realized something about the lyrics, which is connected to the act that doesn't exist yet. I need to write about it. I'm going to finish this later, but I need to write this. I need to write this roundabout down so I can remember to actually make the proper sentencing out of it later. Okay, we're going to talk about some of the stuff in this document later on. Because I can.
Gut gemacht, Julien. Ich wusste, du würdest es schaffen.
Yeah.
Was ist das hier für eine Scheiße?
He does not like it.
Wo bin ich hier?
Willkommen in meiner Heimat. Willkommen am Ende der Welt.
Welcome in the end of the world. And that's one of the coolest graphics they have. This... Okay, I have changing backgrounds. My background changes every single day. And it's JCU screenshots. Why? I wonder why. But this is one of the backgrounds because I'm not kidding. It is so cool. It looks amazing. They did such a good job. I love it with all my heart. It's not my background today. I can tell that it's not my background today. Today I have 2 X6 ones. But that orb is amazing. Love it. If it all would be lagging less, it would be great.
Das Netzwerk der Waffensysteme. Mal sehen. Wenn ich den Quantenverschlüsselungsalgorithmus
She had to know that in one
Latenz
go.
des taktischen Netzwerks abfange, dann könnte ich die Plasmakonduktoren überlasten und die Fusionskapseln auf Nullspin kalibrieren, um so Zugang zum Kontrollknoten zu bekommen. Auf 10 Uhr lernen das die Quasi-Neuronen, bevor sie überhaupt ein Körpermaterial bilden.
Rose?
Yeah, she did not learn that.
Oh, schön zu hören, dass Sie noch leben.
Ja, sie auch. Ich habe einen Plan. Mit etwas Geschick kann ich mich in das Waffenkontrollsystem der Rattenkanone einhacken.
Ja, aber ich habe einen besseren Plan.
Okay. Sie sind der Captain.
Lieutenant Rose! Jetzt habe ich Sie! Und ich habe noch nicht mal das Video geliked.
I also didn't, probably. I'd never do that. I don't like videos.
Sowas hat noch niemand.
It's just how it is.
Okay, zurück zu meinem Plan. Rose, noch da?
Rose?
Hier, geht da durch. Dann kommt ihr wieder nach Hause. Danke für eure Hilfe.
Was? Nein!
Not Korea.
Keine Hilfe! Ju wurde gekidnappt! Wir müssen wieder zurück!
Dein Freund ist nicht mein Problem.
Aber er hat das Gesicht von meinem Mond!
Ihr lügt.
Du lügst.
Oh,
Nein,
you.
ich lüge!
Du lügst.
Warte! Er hat wirklich das Gesicht!
Woher weißt du vom Gesicht von Mann im Mond?
Ju hat das Gesicht per Post bekommen. Von der Raumschiff-Crew. Zumindest hat er mir das gesagt.
That sounds so
Das
stupid.
klingt wie der größte...
Bullshit, ich weiß. Aber an einem Lagerfeuer hat das Gesicht zu Julien gesprochen und gesagt, ihr seid Brüder und habt sein Gesicht rausgerissen und habt seine Frau verbrannt.
Du hast das Gesicht auch gesehen? Das kann nicht
The
sein.
staff agrees. Staff says yes.
Dann habt ihr also
Happened.
wirklich mit dem Mann im Mond gesprochen?
Ja, und deshalb wollten wir zu dir, um das Gesicht hier in Sicherheit zu bringen und
Uns in Sicherheit zu bringen.
Sicherheit.
I spy with my little eye.
Ich bin wieder groß.
I like Minty. I love her.
Seid ich wieder mit zusammen. Oh, und wir haben wieder Gäste. Harry!
Ich konnte fliegen, Minty. Es war so schlimm, weil ich hatte die ganze Zeit Höhenangst.
boah, muss der schwitzen. Der tut mir echt leid.
Buongiorno.
Ich bin wieder tot?
Also that smile.
Willkommen zurück, Ray.
Krieg ich ein Autogramm?
Nein.
Oh, was ist denn hier passiert? Hier sieht's ganz schlimm aus.
Keine Sorge, Harry. Die Hotelcrew kriegt das wieder hin.
Wir haben größere Probleme. Eos ist zurückgekehrt.
Ja, meine Mond ist zurück. Roll um dein Leben, Ray.
Oh, Ray, du bist wieder tot.
Harry.
You can see when I have to move
Darum muss
the
ich mich
skeleton.
kümmern. Ihr müsst euch in Sicherheit bringen.
Harry benutzt jetzt seine gemeisterte Teleportationsfähigkeit, die er nun bestens beherrscht. Nicht so weg hier. Hui, 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 hui. Hui, 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 hui.
Love them.
Das gilt auch für dich, Minty.
Verstanden, Zahnfee. Ich muss mich um mein Kind kümmern.
Look, it's your Isa part in big.
Papmogura Kacha. Da war.
Und ihr kommt mit.
Yes. Und wohin?
The big Isa part. Room number 4, which they made such a secret about during the entirety of the Secret of the Tooth Fairy. Room number 4. Oh, I'm going to spill some gossip. Not even gossip. Some background to room number 4. There was, they did a little like giveaway kind of thing, before the Secret of the Tooth Fairy, and the two winners got to visit the set of the Julien Bam videos, and they got to visit that castle, and they were like sitting in a room, and after the release of Act 5, the two people came like out and were like, we were sitting in room number 4 the entire time in complete disbelief. And I think that's still one of the funniest stories about the making of like this entire thing. The two people who wanted giveaway just sitting in room number 4 without knowing it. It's great. They also thought about making room number 4 into an escape room. They filmed this in an actual castle, and the owner of the castle thought about like keeping it how they kept it, doing filming and making an escape room out of it for the fans. I don't know if they actually did it, but I know that they talked about it. They talked about it in one of the behind the scenes videos. Love the behind the scenes videos. Oh, I love when it doesn't lag. Room key.
Wir sind in meiner Gegenwart.
1000 Jahre in deiner Zukunft.
Du bist also auch ein Zeitreisender?
I haven't seen this a lot.
Bist du auch durch ein Zeitloch gefallen?
Ich bin Wissenschaftler. Ich habe meine eigene Methode entwickelt.
Deine Zeit ist ja noch mehr am Arsch als unsere. Tolle Zukunft. Wie konnte es nur so weit kommen?
Alles hängt mit den Anomalien zusammen, die du eben gesehen hast. Sie breiten sich immer weiter aus. Bald haben sie das gesamte Universum verschlungen und damit alles Leben zerstört. Einschließlich meines. Das versuche ich bereits seit langer Zeit zu verhindern.
Und was hat es mit dem Mann im Mond zu tun?
Ewige Finsternis wird uns erwarten, wenn der Mann im Mond sein Gesicht zurückerlangt. Eine Finsternis, die das Ende dieser Welt einleiten würde. Und nun bezeugt mein Zepter, dass ein Freund es mit sich rumträgt. Wie kann das sein? Das kann nur bedeuten, dass... Nein, es ist noch hier. Wie seit 500 Jahren schon. Ruhend in der ewigen Wiege des Schlafsandes.
Warte! Das heißt, es gibt
2 Gesichter?
There's 2 faces!
Von wo kommt das
Lala.
andere Gesicht?
Nicht von wo.
Wann?
Wann?
Paste in a
Eine
box
lange Suche
indeed.
nach dem Ursprung der Anomalien führte mich zu einem toten Planeten. Dort lebte nur noch ein alter, trauriger Mann. Er erzählte mir, dass dieser Planet einst voller Leben war. Es war die Erde. Doch er hatte sie zerstört und lebte nun gefangen in einem ewigen Kreislauf aus Reue und Schmerz. Er war der Mann im Mond.
I wonder why. Maybe because you killed every other immortal being.
Hatte die Welt zunichte gemacht und damit
Sorry.
die Anomalien.
Sorry, what they imply is like Eos destroyed the world. Which they obviously been talking about every single time. Eos destroyed the world. But Eos destroying the world and being alone also means he killed all of his siblings, who are the only other immortals that we know of. Which means, basically, Eos killed everybody he cared about at any point. That's such a great thing.
Er wollte nichts anderes als seine Taten
I love having stop-motion pictures.
rückgängig machen. Ich bot ihm Erlösung an, durch eine Zeitreise.
Mein damaliges Ich wird verstehen.
Ich sorge dafür, dass er es bekommt.
Also, das Gesicht hier ist aus dieser Zeit? Sehe ich deswegen die Zukunft, wenn ich es berühre?
Richtig. Du siehst die Erinnerungen vom Mann im Mond aus dieser Zeit. Der Mann im Mond in deiner Zeit muss sein eigenes Gesicht aus der Zukunft anziehen. Dann sieht auch er diese Erinnerungen. Dann spürt er seine 1000-jährige Reue und den Schmerz. Dann wird er keine andere Möglichkeit sehen, sich selbst davon abzuhalten, die...
Technically, the stranger isn't... How did they explain it? Just wait a second. I need to think about how they explained it. Technically, they explain. I'm trying to explain this without talking about Act 6. Technically, they say the stranger doesn't come from the Earth. He stumbled upon Earth while trying to find out where the anomalies came from. This is his planet. And he just found Earth and ears while trying to figure out, where the anomalies came from. That's so technically, no. To be fair, I have the theory written down as well. Not even kidding about that.
Die Welt zu zerstören.
Excuse me. Excuse me, why is this black screen? I don't like black screen. My God. We love black screens in this household, trust.
In die Vergangenheit reisen und seinem früheren Ich einfach eine Respektschelle geben.
Geht nicht. Zu riskant.
Dann der Terminator-Move. Reisen wir in der Zeit zurück, wo er noch ein Kind war und geben ihm eine kleine Respektschelle.
Geht nicht. Zu
riskant. Too risky.
Interessant. Aber dennoch zu riskant.
Hey, du kannst doch nicht zu allen unseren Ideen einfach nur sagen, zu riskant.
Wir können nicht einfach tun und
he
lassen, was
can.
wir wollen, ohne meinen genauen Berechnungen zu folgen. Jedes Eingreifen in die Vergangenheit birgt das Risiko, das Raum-Zeitgefüge auseinanderzureißen, was auch das Ende jeglicher Existenz bedeutet.
Bald können die Bewohner der Stadt ihren neuen Herrscher willkommen heißen. Warum hältst du an?
Das sind doch Leute im Weg.
Was sind das für Wilde?
Hier ist Hunter, wir haben einen Unfall gehabt. Könnt ihr die Schleuse aufmachen, dass wir nur Ersatzreifen verleihen können?
Justin, Selina, Beef, Jerky.
Verdammt, wir sind aufgeflogen.
Dieser Plan war eine -1 von 10.
Plan A hat nicht funktioniert. Wir gehen über zu Plan C.
Und was ist mit Plan B?
Es gab nie einen Plan B.
Gut.
It was never Plan B.
König, unsere Schutzschilde sind deaktiviert worden.
Wir hatten Schutzschilde?
Zeigen wir der Hälfte.
None of them ever knew about this.
Shakedelic Baby.
Mit einem Holzfall. LOL.
Nichts ist stärker als Holz.
Stahl, Granit, Diamant.
Ja,
Quarz.
aber kombiniert mit einer Bombe.
They did such a good job.
Du denkst, das hält mich auf? Vergiss dich. Ich lass dich festplatzen, Jerker. Scheiße. Mach ihn platt.
Aus dem Weg, Leute.
That would be really slow. Like, the movement would be really slow.
Julia, jetzt! Was machst du da? Reingelegt. Und tschüss. Ich hoffe, sie schaut mir gerade zu.
Clutch on the floor with her.
Schade, dass das niemand gefilmt hat.
Deren Männer-Outfit steht dir echt gut, Julia.
Und
Yeah,
nun
it's
lasst
blood
meine
indeed.
Dünnste Schnur der Welt kennen. Die beste Waffe, um einen Mammut zu Fall zu bringen.
Und wo ist der Haken?
Zahnseide. Dental floss. She hit.
Nie wieder, Mammut.
I really don't know why it's doing stop motion today.
Ah, ich hab's. C war... Nee, B war frontal. Ich weiß nicht, was Plan C ist.
Love them.
Das ist dafür, dass ihr mein Kupfer gestohlen habt.
Love them.
So, folgt mir, meine titanischen Krieger. Schneller!
Einheit bereit. Einheit bereit. Einheit.
Nein, stehen bleiben! Wir müssen sie leider festnehmen!
Tut uns leid!
Die übernehme ich. Aktiviere Domina Extreme Mode. Ihr seid immer noch
This is such, it's still sometimes such a trip.
Keine Sorge, ist nur Betäubung.
Je größer und verzweigter die Umwege, desto geringer das Risiko, die Zeit noch mehr durcheinander zu bringen. Daher greife ich nicht selber ein, sondern lenke Personen lediglich auf die richtige Bahn, damit sie ihre Aufgabe erfüllen können.
Wie Figuren auf einem Schachbrett.
Abnormal.
Ein falscher Zug und es ist Game Over.
So kann man es ausdrücken. Deshalb beauftragte ich einen Paketdienst, um das Gesicht an sein Ziel in der Vergangenheit zu bringen.
Abnormal about
Deswegen
them.
die Raumschiff-Crew.
Exakt. Ich gab den Auftrag an die Föderation. Ihre Wahl fiel auf.
Captain Justin Cylinder Beef Jerky. Die Koordinaten wurden an die ANUS-7 übermittelt. Haben Sie die Wichtigkeit dieses Auftrages verstanden?
Das Paket unter höchster Geheimhaltungsstufe 200.000
He looks so young.
ohne Zwischenstopps und unter jeglicher Vermeidung es zu öffnen? Nicht leichter als das. Babu, tank mein Schiff voll. Wir haben einen Job zu erledigen.
Aber Captain, das ist viel zu wenig. Verbuch.
Streck den Rest vor.
Sobald Sie den Zielplanet erreicht haben, werden Sie über das Signal eines Pagers zum Empfänger geleitet. Für die Sicherstellung dieses Auftrages teile ich Ihnen ein neues Crewmitglied zu.
Kein Problem. Jeder Ehrenmann ist bei uns willkommen.
Eine Ehrenfrau.
Zu Ihren Diensten, Captain.
Lieutenant Miami
nutzte alle
Rose.
Ressourcen, die mir zur Verfügung standen, und platzierte ein Zeitloch in unmittelbarer Nähe der toten Erde, das die ANUS in deine Zeit katapultieren sollte.
Gute Reise, ANUS-7.
Aber es hat ja nicht funktioniert. Der Mann im Mond hat die Erde ja scheinbar doch zerstört.
Es kommt immer wieder zu Komplikationen. Ich kann Handlungen, die ich bereits getan habe, nicht ungeschehen machen. Entscheidungen, die ich getroffen habe, nicht rückgängig machen. Ich kann lediglich
I can't
versuchen,
talk
den Lauf der
about
Ereignisse
strangers
im
there
Nachhinein
because
zu
I will
beeinflussen.
spoil
suchte ich
things.
nach Korrekturen,
I will talk about
die meinem Ziel
things that
näher
are
bringen.
being said and I will want to murder
Das ist
somebody.
es. Lieutenant Curly. Obwohl die ANUS-7 und ihre Crew durch das Zeitloch reisten, landete nicht alles in derselben Zeit.
1420, 2018, 19?
Wo bin ich hier gelandet? Scheiße, Aura.
Oh, 2005.
-1000. Alter, wo ist der Rest von meinem Space Gunja? La, meine Babys. Cash, Cash.
Yeah, 2019.
Geld, Money.
It's when he started to
Dieser
actually
Scheißplanet
like.
braucht ein bisschen massentaugliche Musik.
Ich kann dich möglicherweise wieder mit deiner Crew vereinen.
Oha! Seit wann bist du denn hier?
Hast du noch deinen Pager?
Hast du noch Peps?
Ich ließ Curly seinen Pager umprogrammieren, sodass die Crew das Signal am Zielort des Paketempfängers identifizieren konnte.
Ah, wir haben hier ein Paket für.
Den Mann im Mond.
Warum sind wir dann hier?
Weil uns das Signal genau hier hingeführt hat. Zum Pager von Curly.
Und da Curly mir seinen Pager vor seinem Tod gab,
Nimm mein Pager!
ging das Paket an mich.
Richtig. Du, Julien, musst dem Mann im Mond sein Gesicht wiedergeben.
Wieso ich?
Hey chat, should I mention that one of the most shipped people, well, the most liked shipping in the fandom is Ears and Drew? I'm leaving it at this.
Nicht anfassen.
Pete, lass das.
Das ist das Blut der 1000 katalanischen Mauereidechsen.
Damit hat Reese mir den Kompass tätowiert, um die Wächter zu finden.
Yeah.
Der unwahrscheinliche Faktor, dass du diese
There are actually a few good fanfictions. We get to the what and why later. It's in the part of kind of Act 6 that you didn't see. Chinos thinks you don't.
Schafft dir die einzigartigen
Yeah,
Fähigkeiten,
that
die
all,
zu
as
dieser
well.
Aufgabe
Also Chinos thinks you don't. I talked about videos before.
Zu hindern, dein Gesicht zurückzubekommen. Ich habe meinen Bruder Klaus bereits informiert.
Klaus? Santa Claus? Oh, Junge.
Yeah, Santa! Yeah, Chai, I talked about the spin-off with you, and there's a point in the spin-off that also gives reason. I talked about a certain scene, actually. It wasn't even a spin-off.
Santa,
It's just a
Charlie
certain
und John,
scene.
wir wären ein echt heftiges Trio. Wenn wir jetzt noch Ju finden würden, dann wären wir ein wirklich krasses Quartett.
So schnell
Ja,
übersieht
das
man
war.
das Wesentliche.
Oh, sorry,
Cat. Eine gehört natürlich auch dazu.
Ich fragte mich bereits nach Juliens Verschwinden, warum ich es dennoch an diesem Ort verspüre.
I'm getting off my chair again.
Was redest du da?
Den Schutzschild hätte ich nicht passieren können. Drum schätze ich deine Gastfreundschaft, dass du mich auf anderem Wege hierher eingeladen hast.
Das ist nicht Rainer.
Das ist nicht Rainer.
Mein Dank ist euch gewiss.
June Oscar isn't that popular, actually. Oscar isn't popular with anybody, actually. I have that screenshot. Sorry. Normal about him. Why jealous? Why jealous? Why not jealous if jealous shaped?
Endlich wieder vollkommen.
Full ears has a drip. Sorry, before I started streaming earlier, I was scrolling TikTok and I got a TikTok that was like Rune is hot. I don't know, and there was a comment under it. It was like ears as like good looking is a wild thing. I was just like, no, full ears actually looks good. What can I say?
Euer letztes Kapitel ist geschrieben.
I made an edit about this scene.
Nun beginnt meine Geschichte.
To be continued, chat. To be continued. The favorite screen of every person that watched that actually event came out. To be continued. Something about Rune is it's so special to me. This to be continued screen was the pain of every person who watched this live. Excuse me. It's a good to be continued music, by the way. It really is. I agree, Oscar. Chance of to be continued.
Chance of to be continued.
It's also the most special one.
Oh, sorry, Spaß. Jetzt küss mein Siegelring Eos. Vergiss, wie stark du bist.
Schön, dich wiederzusehen.
Klaus. Also, E's actor is a cosplayer. Lovely, lovely person. Also, yes, average sibling argument. He's a cosplayer. He actually is tall. Ju is also really short. That's why that height difference also exists, and why Ears looks way stronger physically. Oh my god. I don't know what's wrong with this thing today. Could it stop doing it though?
Vergiss, wie stark du bist.
Schön, dich wiederzusehen.
Klaus.
Steh auf, Ruhe. Keine Zeit zum Ausruhen. Zeit zum Verwandeln.
Transform forms. That's so cool. I'm sorry. The first time I saw that mask, I was just kind of like, ooh, they really need to make that mask look good. And I agree. The mask looks good. Also, the reason they have like the fighting form is so they can stunt do better.
Dieses Mal werdet ihr mich nicht aufhalten.
Yeah, 5 siblings, except 4 of them are the same guy. It's fine, Shy. Don't worry about the pain. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I don't care. But yeah, the masks are also part of. We are on stream 7, I think. The quality is so bad. This has way better quality. Yeah, we share jar. Normal things. Normal things. I love that. I'm sorry, but I just realized that my PNG tuber is not reacting, which, my Discord apparently left the chat. I'm not even kidding. My Discord is just a black blob right now. Okay, let me quickly restart my Discord. Close. Discord. Please. My Discord is doing great. I want to end Discord. Would we just have one full jaw, or would we both have like one full skeleton jaw is my question. Because the skeleton jaw is cool. Like, excuse me. But have you seen it? Let's see. We need to wait for reactive to load for a second. Hello? Can you please refresh yourself? Goodness gracious. Hello! Excuse me. Okay, chat. Oh my god. Ah, there we go. Does it also react? Or does it not? It currently does not. I am in Discord. Excuse me. Can you also talk, please? Hello? Hello, Discord picks you up. What's wrong with you? You would think... Oh my god. I have nothing. Hello? Okay, I'm quickly trying this differently. Excuse-moi. There we go. There we go. I have no eyes. I don't have eyes. They're just holes to the void. That's why they're purple as well, because it just holds to the void. Trust. I also don't know why this is really bad quality. Because for me, this is really bad quality, and it isn't supposed to be. It was way better quality earlier as well. So I'm really confused why it's not anymore. Apparently just doesn't like me.
Hier rüber, klar. Ich hab noch eine.
Michael Wendler. This is also a cool scene. I'm going to talk about stuff after that one for a moment.
Ich hab dich von den Toten zurückgeholt. Aber es war nie dein Schicksal zu leben.
Ich hab mich! Rainer! Lass schon machen!
Das war ein Fehler.
John.
Ist doch gerade erst Vater gewesen. Yeah, it's the first time it happened that the beans were squished. But they can be. Technically, we've seen them be destroyed once, I think.
Flieht ruhig. Es hat gerade erst begonnen.
Yeah! The death of Rainer is like really sad. It's one of those
Die Wege
things.
des Schicksals sind lediglich eine Berechnung von Wahrscheinlichkeiten. Jedes Opfer, jede Entscheidung, jeder Kampf.
Oh, right, you're watching the YouTube release. Sorry, I just remember the scene that happened.
Ihres Handelns bewusst und
That wasn't in the original,
sie dir einen
like in the
ganz bestimmten
Amazon one.
Pfad, einen Zeitpunkt, der uns die Chance gibt, das Universum zu retten. Alle Schachfiguren sind jetzt in Stellung gebracht. Nun liegt es an dir, Julien. Bist du bereit, diesen letzten Weg zu gehen?
I'm not.
Endlich werden wir wieder vereint sein, meine Geliebte.
I love that little jiggle that his armor does. I will never call him ZK. I will always call him Ziki. Zeke. There's an eye. An eye that was, by the way, that eye was always theorized. That. Oh.
Ich kann dich zum Sandmann führen.
Creator. Sorry. That eye was always suspected. Like in the Magnus Archive, I see it. That eye was always suspected to be ZK's, but it wasn't proven until that point. Was it proven at that point? Kind of. It's kind of proven that that's ZK's eyes. But Ju going up 2 years and going, I can lead you to the Sandman. How dare he? Sorry, how dare he? Actually. I need 1 second. I need to check something. Because I made an edit. I have an editing account. I edit JCU videos whenever I feel like it, which isn't that often, let me tell ya. I'm not that active. But I do edit every now and then. And my first edit was about this act. And that end scene. The fight scene, kind of. Ooh, there's screenshots of Rune on the floor. I need to check if it's copyrighted music. I'm not sure if that's copyrighted music. I'm taking the risk. Okay, chat, give me 1 second. I need to get myself the edit so I can show it. Do I find it in here? Otherwise, I need to find it in like. I need to see. Do I have it in here? I don't. Okay. I'm not trying to leak my DMs. So. Yeah. Chai, we text too much. Sorry. I'm trying to. I know I sent it to Chai. So I'm trying to find it in my chat with Chai, but it's not going well. Because I saw the first few of my things. Okay, apparently I can't find it in here. Do you have it? Do you have it somewhere where you can find it quickly? Because I apparently can't. Otherwise, I just send it to me. I can send it to myself. I have it on my phone, just not on my computer. And I don't feel like opening... I don't feel like opening TikTok right now. Wait, I can just open TikTok. Give me a second. Wait, I just realized that that's also an option. I'm taking you... The man can also grab it, but I can also just go onto TikTok and open TikTok. Good, I didn't break my browser. Oh, I might be breaking my browser right now. TikTok does not like me. Don't worry, nothing likes me right now. Yeah, see, the man cannot grab it either. Oh, the quality. How much we love. How much I love quality. I can just send you my editing account, Shai. You just have to ask nicely about that. Here we have my lovely editing account. Here we have my lovely edit. It's short enough that it doesn't count as copyright, probably. I played with my own emotions. What if he actually would have killed Rune there? I needed to do it. I couldn't not do it. I slightly played. Yeah! Okay, I have played half of our Life is Strange. I haven't finished it. Still not. I've owned that game for 2 years now. I still haven't finished it. I have 2 Life is Strange games. I love them. They're great. I've Before the Storm and whatever the other titles. I have the first 2. And I thought about it. It was fitting. There's 2 other edits I have, but I think if I show them, I get copyrighted. That's the issue. Yeah, no, I'm not logging into TikTok right now. But yeah, my editing. I edit every now and then. I want to edit Act 6. I don't have scenes for Act 6 yet. So I might be editing something else soonish again. Maybe, we will see. But yeah. He got corpsed indeed. That was the whole idea. Having him, like, exist. Well, not exist in that case anymore, but would have been if he died. Ironically, I'm a vivid one-shot and fanfiction reader in the fandom. I do read. I don't write. I do read, though. And I read one where, during the Secret of the Tooth Fairy, when Rune got stabbed, they died doing that. And were later found by ZK, which not canon, absolutely not canon. But were found by ZK. They grieved. They returned to being friends with Ears, and then they got Ears to resurrect Rune. And Rune was just like, well, this sucks to exist. And then Phipps and Rune turned into great friends, bonding over dying. And ZK was also really close with them because he felt really guilty, which loved them. I have my favorite characters. I love my characters. I love reading in the fandom. They're great. But yeah, we're going into the Sandman and the Fever Dunes, which is the last video before the finale. It's a good one. I love that one. The video isn't supposed to be that far in the front. I had to look for some stuff earlier. So I had it like scrolled to the front already. German subtitles, auto-generated. Really hate them. Sorry, I really hate them. Can it just auto-generate English ones for me? It would make it so much easier because this thing doesn't like me today. I watch videos sometimes. I also watch videos sometimes on my actual stream account. Very rarely. Every single time I screen share YouTube in Discord, I watch it on bye Chai. See ya. Have a good time. Come back soon. Or something. Every single time I screen share, I do that on my actual account where I watch stuff and not on my second account. Ooh, Split Fiction! I haven't watched that video yet. I have that on my watch later list though. But I sometimes watch videos on this account because sometimes I do stuff for this account and then I do watch it on that account, obviously. But yeah. We're going to go into the Fever Dunes, which is 20 minutes long. It's a good video. It's tasty. I watched parts of this today. Can you load? Can you load video? Is that something you possess the ability to? Oh my god. Does it have issues loading in general? Because if that's the case, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh my god. Iris, I-R-I-S. Like iris. Wait, I'm telling you exactly how to spell it. That's how you spell it. Iris. With an I. Sorry, I'm used to E because in German we say E and not I. wrong things. Iris. Which is a lovely name. Okay, let's go. DK time. My ranking of the brothers has been the same since and Man in Moon Act 1 or something. The ranking of the brothers has always been Woon, ZK, ES, and then I don't really care about Phipps or Klaus either. But I do like them as characters, but they're not like they are on the same level for me. I don't care about one of them more than about the other, but it's always Woon, ZK, ES. That's just how. And we loved that 6 months ago. Woon just didn't answer, just like okay, don't care. This was before Woon was imprisoned. This was probably while White and Dark were like separate, but this was yeah, but you know, I take 8 hours to the Netherlands, so that's no excuse. Which means Woon just ignored ZK, didn't care, didn't want to talk to him. Because all of this is about 1 or 2 weeks of time from at least Act 2 of the Songs and the Beans to Act 6 of The Man and Moon. All of those are within like 2 weeks, maybe. It's known that from the point of their beans are grown to the point of the world goes down is less than a week. And this is like shortly after, obviously. And that means it's like 2 weeks maximum. Which is crazy to think about. But yeah, which means 6 months ago, Woon would have been really much still around. The newer messages also mean Woon would have been at this point been around again. But I think Woon has the other issues than reading ZK's messages anyways. But yeah, considering his messages don't send. Yeah, and ES is mad as fuck. Basically translated, the first one is, I'm thinking about doing music again. What do you think about at night you hear the owls? I don't know what the other word would be, or something. And then the new ones are, yo, Runschmoon, have Iris. ES is mad as fuck. Didn't I have Auge gemacht? Did I saw everything? Need to go to the skull in the fever. Need to go through the fever dunes to get to the skull. Whip. That's the only way to stop ES. Replied. Where are you, brother? I can't do this alone. Bastard. Watching the spin-off specifically, you get very different characters because you see like how they're different. You have Woon, who's like very much a personality of like split personality, obviously. We have Dark and we have White. But also kind of like the person of like calm, knowing, always working towards a goal, never letting anything close to him. You have Phipps, who's easily angry, who really should have anger management, who is insecure about things, who worries that he is never good enough. You have Klaus, who clearly has issues. He's afraid of the dark. He's afraid of monsters under his bed. He pushes people away. Even if it's unconsciously, he pushes them away. And you have ZK, who's just crazy. Sorry, there's literally his description. He's crazy. Nothing to change about that. He went mad. But in general, in general, you notice the jump in like everything at some point. Like if you watch the older ones, you see they were like a small team, not a lot of time doing the not that flashed out stuff. She wasn't. He just can't really. Okay. We watched Hannibal, so it's unreliable narrator because you have the narrative of like him, but it's unreliable because it's not actually what he sees. It's not actually like it's what he sees, but it's not what's real. Please.
Bla bla.
Dann wirst du hier untergehen.
Maul.
She's just
Vergangenheit stellen.
this is not that different. She's just like looking lighter. It's mostly the light. But about the camera, you see when they had like a bigger team. But the one before, you just don't really see it. It's just closer to him. He's just like holding her closer. Before he was just dragging her behind, and now he's like dragging her halfway up. That's the only reason. They had one. They had one of those. I know that. I watched my stuff. It just looks like it. Zeke is technically right because they did fail at what they were supposed to do. But on the other side, they also were not really at fault. We don't have a public date about when the next live series is yet. It is decided. It's just not public yet. Not for the server, not for anybody. It's not a public thing yet. So yeah. But yeah, technically, if we look at all of the series, on how everybody failed, you have Phibbs, who literally Phibbs didn't even fail. Phibbs kept the stone safe, but the fact that the Jew picked up the stone was the downfall, and Voon was already weakened. Voon was just already weakened. There was not much they could do. I like to think that the reason Voon was this easily like overpowered in general is just because they were weakened from like the entire stone circle. Because we see in the Tooth Fairy video that that stone hurts Dark. So why wouldn't it hurt Voon either? I forgot the name for a second. Which begs the question if Voon wasn't just like really weak when released, which would also explain why they're not as strong fighting ears as we see in see them fighting otherwise. That combined with like just having reunited with that's the point I was making. If ears would have died, the other four would have been angry about it and probably turned into what ears is, which, considering the fact that they are really strong together, not a good idea either. The world also would have went down. So by the fact that he chose ears to die, he kind of made the right decision, but there never was a right decision. It was just a matter of like, who is going to be the downfall? Who's going to have the anger? And then the world probably would have ended earlier because doing one of the not the Sandman, doing one of the Fairy Tales and Antisocial. That's the name. We saw this before already, just with an actual face and not just skeleton. Yeah, it was Aladdin. Okay. Today is the day where we watch a lot of the things that are heartbreaking in my opinion. This scene is one of them. Not because of the scene itself, but because of I's words. going to translate them afterwards because I don't know. It already doesn't say it properly there, so I'm going to translate afterwards. It is, from all brothers, you were always the one I cared the least about. Which, that is rude to say, Ears. Do not come at ZK that way. That is just rude to say. How dare you go up to ZK and go, I did never care about you. That is rude. That is painful. That is one of the lines that hurt me the most when I first saw it. That mentally made me take a step back and just go like, what did I just hear? How? Because that is emotionally pain.
1. März auf Amazon und 15.
I watched that one.
YouTube. Ja, wir machen eine kleine Pause.
There you have your answer. Yes, ZK breaks the fourth wall a lot. But ZK is very much aware. To be fair, a lot of them are aware. Technically, it's canon. Yeah, Act 6 was supposed to come out in December, early December. The original start date, I think the original release date would have been, it would have been a weekend after my birthday, I think, so 7th or something, or 8th. It's not really explained, but some of them are aware that there's people, technically, since it's canon that Ju is a YouTuber in that universe, technically it's canon. It's just like telling more about like how it's going on afterwards. After he like finishes his YouTube career, if he would have actually ended in 2019. We don't talk about it. But ZK specifically breaks the fourth wall, and obviously Klaus with the to be continued also did, but it's not actually like explained properly. But do you have your answer on if they actually do it? They do. It's not really explained why or how, but they do it. The song's called Fever Flow on Spotify and on YouTube. Go listen to it. It's good. I'm taking you with me on my PNG tubers. Because we have some theories to get through. But I need to open my document, and you can't see the document because that's spoilers for Act 6 in there. Because I do not have separate ones. Yeah, Fever Flow. It's a good song. That song, I don't listen to it that much than the original, but it's still a good song. Love Mother's part as well. It's really good. So, we're starting with the actual, like, things I noticed. That one is not something we can talk. That's all. There's a lot of Act 6 in here. That's the issue. Okay. I have one thing, and then we have theories about Act 6 coming up. Doing Act 5. Doing the rescue of Woon. Woon, Ears is already in Reiner's body, obviously. And considering the fact that he revived Phipps and probably still cares about his brothers in some way, even though he wants revenge, he's mad. But, you know, unless, like, most people have still some deep-rooted, like, love or care for siblings. So, it's most likely he still cares in some form. He doesn't hate them. He cares about them in some way. He just is angry. So, he probably did not feel satisfaction actually hitting Phipps over the head, but he had to. And I thought about that, and then I think about it. I thought about that today, actually, while I was, like, watching behind-the-scenes content. But Ian obviously cares enough to revive Phipps in the first place, and then keep Phipps around even when he fails over and over again. So there's at least some care about that. That is the only thing I can talk about yet. Next are all connected to Act 6, even if there's no word about Act 6 in them yet. But I'm sharing the theories about what I think, what I thought was realistic for Act 6. 3 of them about endings, possible endings, and one of them is about the stranger. We're going to start with that one because that one's the least relevant, and then we're talking about 2 of the theories. The theory about the stranger is that it is a character we've met somehow, which was likely because everything ties together, and still is likely, and I have down that it's possibly the man in the moon from another timeline in the future where the universe was destroyed and he lived on. That is the theory I had written down before Act 6. If that's right, we will see in Act 6. That also is kind of what Chai said earlier, about like it being the man in the moon again. And then we get to the 3 theories that I made on how Act 6 could end. Theory 1. Iris manages to go with what he wanted, tries to revive Iris or revives Iris, and the world ends and only he is left. Also fitting with the end of the channel, because it would be like, yeah, you can't stop it. It's the end. There's nothing coming again. The second theory is, the brothers realize they all made mistakes, reconcile and learn from their mistakes. Pip stays dead. Because, you know, some people have to die or something. And I have theory 3, which is like, theory 2, they all realize they made mistake, reconcile, but Pips get resurrected like John did, and is actually himself again. Those are the 3 theories I made about Act 6. If they were right, we will find out in the next Hyperfixation stream. Not today, in 3 weeks. Which is the first week of April. I don't know what date that is. I think that might be the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd, something like that. Really bad with dates currently. Not playing that far into the future normally. Which also will be my anniversary stream. 1 year of streaming, because I can't stream on my actual anniversary. I'm not home. Not going to be here during that time. But yeah, those are the 4 theories about Act 6 that I made. If I was right with any of them, we will see in the next Hyperfixation stream. I will be live next week Tuesday, for sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to be live this Saturday. I might be unable to. If I'm able to, I will let you know on Friday. And I will probably also share what we're playing on Friday then. Unless I don't know what we're playing until I decide that on Saturday. Those are the 2 options. Otherwise, I will be back on Tuesday with a Cat Quest stream, and then the weekend afterwards, definitely. I will upload videos as usual. Anything else? No, I think that's all. Do I have anything else to share? No. That is the plan. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. And I will be back with streaming either on Saturday or next Tuesday. So be sure to come by. And until then, I hope you had a good time today. I definitely had. I love these videos. I had so much joy watching them again, talking about them again. And I'm very excited to watch Act 6 next time. And until then, I hope you had a good time. And a bye.